Let me ask you something. When was the last time a movie made you sleep with the lights on or double-check that weird creak in the hallway? If you're like me, way too curious for your own good, you've probably ventured into the terrifying world of horror movies. But today, we're not just talking about any scary films. We're diving into the top 5 best horror movies of all time. Films that will have you questioning every shadow in your house. Ready? Let's go! First up, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This movie isn't just scary, it's disturbing on a whole other level. The plot is simple. A group of friends stumbles upon a creepy farmhouse during a road trip, only to find themselves face to face with Leatherface, a chainsaw-wielding maniac wearing someone else's face as a mask. Yes, I said it, someone else's face. Why is it a must-watch? Because this movie doesn't rely on cheap jump scares. Instead, it builds dread so intense you'll feel your heartbeat in your ears. It's gritty, raw, and makes you genuinely feel like you're trapped in that farmhouse with him. But let's be real, it's not perfect. The pacing can drag in places, and the dialogue, not exactly Oscar-worthy. But you're not here for Shakespeare, right? Next, let's talk about a modern classic, The Conjuring. You know those movies where you think, why would anyone step into that haunted house? This is that movie, but worse because it's based on a true story. It follows paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren as they help a family terrorized by an evil spirit. It's got all the essentials. Creepy dolls, freaky basements, and that one scene where someone claps in the dark, making you want to throw your popcorn at the screen. What sets this one apart is that it's not just scary, it's beautifully crafted. The cinematography is stunning, and the tension just keeps building. Downsides? It leans heavily on the based on a true story angle, which makes you wonder how much of it is real. But when the lights are off, you won't care. It's that good. Let's take it back to the OG slasher, Halloween. Released in 1978, this movie introduced Michael Myers, the iconic mass killer who redefined horror villains forever. The story is straightforward. Laurie Strode, a babysitter, is stalked by an escaped mental patient on Halloween night. What makes this movie legendary is its simplicity. It doesn't try too hard, it's just terrifying. That eerie piano theme? Instant chills. And Jamie Lee Curtis as Laurie? Perfection. Sure, by today's standards, some of the scares might feel a bit tame, and the acting is, let's say, retro, but this movie basically invented the modern slasher genre. You can't not respect that. Now let's get to The Exorcist, aka the movie that made an entire generation terrified of pea soup. This one follows a mother seeking help for her daughter, Reagan, when she starts behaving, well, less like a kid and more like a demon. It's got levitating beds, spinning heads, and lines so creepy they'll stick in your brain for years. Why watch it? Because it's not just a horror movie, it's a cultural phenomenon. People fainted in theaters when it first came out. It's that iconic. But let's be honest, it's a slow burn. If you're looking for fast-paced scares, this one might test your patience. And the special effects? Some hold up, some don't. But you can't deny the sheer impact this movie had on horror. Finally, we've saved the weirdest for last, The Shining. Directed by Stanley Kubrick, this movie is part haunted house story, part psychological meltdown. Jack Nicholson plays Jack Torrance, a writer who takes his family to an isolated hotel for the winter. Let's just say the hotel isn't exactly friendly, and Jack's slow descent into madness is as unsettling as it is unforgettable. The cinematography is breathtaking, the performances are legendary, and those twin girls? Nightmare fuel. But here's the kicker. Stephen King, the author of the book, hates this adaptation. He thinks Kubrick missed the heart of the story. And yeah, the pacing is slow, and some moments feel more artsy than scary. But come on, it gave us Here's Johnny, and that alone earns it a spot on this list. So there you have it. 5 horror masterpieces that'll have you triple locking your doors and questioning every creepy noise in your house. If you haven't seen these, what are you even doing? Grab some popcorn, turn off the lights. Actually, no, don't do that, and enjoy. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.